Okay, we're in the Wisdom of Solomon, the 14th chapter in the Apocrypha, verse 21. And it reads, and this was an occasion to deceive the world. That's why I went to Revelations 12, the 12th chapter, and verse 9. We went to 3 first, show that the dragon was red. So verse 9 says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil and Satan. So all these entities are red. Because it tells you in verse 3, and there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, right? So we know that the dragon is red. We know that the serpent is red. We know that the devil is red. We know that Satan is red. We know that the beast is red. And we know that Esau is red. It says, which deceiveth the whole world. You got to look at this. See the whole world. I showed you in Psalms 58 and 3, where the wicked go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. So it's saying, that's deceit. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So now Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 21 says, and this was an occasion to deceive the world, for men serving either calamity or tyranny did ascribe unto stones and stocks. You see that? What the Most High tell us? We're going to serve what? Wood and stone, which is opposite here, stone and stocks, stone and wood. The incommunicable name, as we know in Mother's Day, going all the way back to the Queen of Heaven and Semiramis and so forth and so on. Moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of the Most High. This wasn't enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of the Most High. But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance, like some of you living in the great war of ignorance today, where it behooves you to try your best to try and learn this truth. Because it's here. It's just where you at. Where you really want to be. In hell, where the fires never quench, and the worms never die. Oh yeah, the Most High got a body for us. Believe this. Why it behooves you to learn this truth and change your way. And not be in a great war of ignorance, great war of being dumbed down, deceived, not knowing, being stupid. Those so great plagues called they peace. The great plagues came, like they right now in this earth. The people talking about peace, they want to get out there and start doing whatever they was doing before. Instead of realizing the Most High said, hey, he said, come out of her, my people, that you receive, that you don't follow her sins and receive her plagues. Some people getting plagued. They're going to get plagues and they're going to die. For once they slew their children in sacrifices, he slew the children in sacrifices, like we read in Psalms 106. Or used secret ceremonies, or made revelings of strange rites, like Mother's Day. These are strange rites to us as Israelites. Show me that in the Bible. To honor your father and your mother every day. First commandment of promise. They kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled. Started, like he said, you adulterers and you adulteresses, going outside their marriage. They kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, sinning over and over again, bringing forth iniquity. And the nations, the heathen, they know that we're in captivity for our iniquity. What you think, they're going to show you how to be righteous? They want to maintain their status of power. They kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another traitorously or grieved him by adultery. Hear that? Grieve your friend or your someone that you knew by adultery. Having somebody sleep with your woman. Or your woman going outside of marriage, sleeping with another man. grieved him by adultery, so that there reign in all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft, stealing from each other, and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquieting of good men. We know about that. Disquieting of good men. Men that's trying to follow the Most High's laws and teach you to repent and come back to the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. Disquieting of good men. Well, they don't know what they're talking about. Don't listen to them. Forgetfulness of good turns. Defiling of souls. Changing of kind. Changing from a man to a woman. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Changing of kind. Woman to a man. Disorder in marriages. Adultery. And shameless uncleanness. Hear that? Shameless uncleanness. All the stuff gonna be that we going over now, and we hear. You think it happened right? It's gonna happen right in a couple of days. All these things are gonna be doing. For the worshiping of idols, not to be named, is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. You hear that? For the worshiping of idols, and that's what you're dealing with. You worshiping an idol. All the gods of the nation are idols. So they set up all these things so you could worship when they having humanized sacrifices, they call them. For the worship of idols, not to be named, is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. And he told you, look, Proverbs 16 and 4. Proverbs 16 and 4. The Most High have made all things for himself. So the Most High made everything for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. So they had a purpose. He made the wicked for the day of evil. But I mean, what you gonna do? That's the question, because that's what it all comes down to. What you gonna do? You gonna be with the evil and do the things that they're doing, or are you gonna change? That's why Mashiach told us. Look, go to First Corinthians, the 5 and 7. He said, purge out, get rid of, therefore, the old leaven, the old man, the old woman, the wickedness that's in you that's contrary to following the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. He said, purge out, therefore, the old leaven, that wickedness that has been in you, that ye may be a new lump. See? That you may be a new lump. You may be a new person that he loves, because you have changed and you have taken on a Mashiach Yahushua to the glory of the Most High, that he can be proud of you. Look, go to 2 Corinthians 5:17. He said, therefore, if any man be rolling in Bahashema Mashiach Yahushua in Mashiach, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. So what? You used to honor these holidays, Mother's Day and so forth. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. Supposed to be changing. Or if you still remain the same, then you're gonna be dealt with. Most I say he already told you. I ain't gotta tell you, remind you again. He told you. Romans 12. Verse 1 and 2. Romans 12 chapter, verse 1 and 2. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, Israelites, by the mercies, plural, of the Most High, that you present your bodies, these mortal bodies that we have, a living sacrifice. Present these mortal bodies a living sacrifice, holy, pure and righteous, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service, he said. Listen, and be not conformed to this world, because you become at enmity with the Most High. I mean, you at war with the Most High. You become the enemy of the Most High. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, the renewing of the way you think, the way you speak, the way you act, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. So we got to prove what is that good. What's good? We know the Most High is good. In Romans 7 and 12. Wherefore, the law is holy. The laws of the Most High is holy. And the commandment holy. The commandments of the Most High is holy and just and good. That's that good right there. Keeping of the Most High's laws and commandments. So, this is how we got to change. We got to change, y'all. We can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and thinking it's okay. It's not okay. The Most High got something for you. And it's something that you don't want to meet. Trust me. Believe this. So I'm going to stop right there, and we're going to continue this, because it's very important that we see and make a change. We can't just remain the same. We see that it's not right, and I'm going to continue. As I continue, you'll see more and more that we can't learn the way of the heathen and not expect to be dealt with. That's why we're in the condition we're in now. Once I said, don't do this, learn not to wear the heathen, we did. And now, we're in the condition that we're in. Well, we got to come out of it by learning what's right and doing what's right and becoming that new creature, that new man, that new woman, so that you can see the kingdom. And with that, I'm out. Shalom.